Hey, Motorman here, and look what I've got. Slip-on mufflers from Tab Performance. I want to thank them very much. I like the look of the 2-into-2 pipe, so I went with the Tab. I love the sound of them. I've used them on both of my other bikes. So I'm going to show you how they install. Nothing to it. I think it's like 6 bolts. And I'm going to get it installed, and then I'm going to let you know what it sounds like and what they look like. Be right back. To do this job, these are the tools that you're going to need. We need an 8mm. We need a 3/16 Allen head, another 3/16 Allen head. You're going to need both of these. I'll show you why in a second. And a socket 3/16 Allen head. And a 9/16 to get this bolt off. Not off, but you need to loosen it. You're also going to need a cloth like this, because I'm going to get some light on here. To get these 2 bolts, they're on a sort of a slant, and it's a little difficult. You want to wrap this cloth around here. Otherwise you'll be scratching the swing arm. You're going to have to break this loose with a T-handle, but it's going to be very difficult to turn it then, if not impossible. So I found that using this and getting it in here was much easier. And this is a ball end. Ball end would be very helpful, because you sort of got to push it out just a little bit. The heat shields are going to be reused on the Tab mufflers, and that's what you need the 8mm for. That's going to be for this right here. These are going to fit right on. And you might be saying, well, there are mufflers that come in black, so you don't have to use the heat shield. And that's correct, but there's a reason they call them heat shields. Heat shields because they block some heat. So if you have just a muffler and no heat shield, you're going to get more heat up on your leg. So I think this is a better option. The stock ones, as you can see, I took the bottom heat shield off. The stock mufflers are chrome, and this is just a heat shield that goes over that. So loosen everything up. Take these little Allen bolts out. I've already loosened them up by hand, so I'm going to just unscrew them and take them out. And then you wiggle this pipe up and down several times and tug and pull, and you get them off. Put the heat shields on the new mufflers and slide them back in. I want you to also note that on the stock mufflers, that's what this is here, there is a soft gasket. They call it a soft gasket in here. This is something mandated by the EPA. It's not needed on the new mufflers. So don't try to take this out. It's not going to come out in one piece, and don't try to, if you did get it out and try to put it on the new mufflers, it's just not going to work. You're wasting your time, a lot of time and effort for absolutely nothing that you will not need. This is the bottom Tab muffler. As you can see, it's highly chromed, so if your bike didn't have the black heat shields, you just wanted it chromed, it's top quality stuff. Slid on very easily. And you want to use the Tab or the clamps that was provided by Tab. Don't reuse the Harley clamps, and you don't have to crank down on these too much like you do the Harley clamps. In fact, if you do, you risk breaking that clamp. So just snug it up tight, and that's it. Before I just got these in here loosely, I'm going to put some Loctite on them. And then I'll put the heat shields on, and then get the top one going. Nothing to it. It ain't brain surgery. Here's the bottom muffler installed. And of course, before putting that black heat shield on, there were a lot of fingerprints on the chrome of the muffler. I got it off with some ice, even though you're not going to see it. If you ever wanted to run just the chrome, you don't want those fingerprints and smudges burned on there. So cleaned it off good with some wax. Bottom one is on, went on real easy. I mean, nothing to this. And now I'll put the top one on. Here's the top muffler installed, went on, slipped right on, no problem at all. And next we put on the heat shield. First I'm gonna clean all the fingerprints off of the chrome, and then we're gonna see what it sounds like. By the way, the reason I'm doing this in the garage, the light I know isn't as good, but if you look outside there, we've got like 40-mile-an-hour winds here. And we're about to get a storm tonight, they said, with some serious wind and rain. So that's why I'm in the garage doing this, because I know how that wind noise bothers some of you. But always keep in mind, I'm the only guy with the money-back guarantee for any of these YouTube videos. Okay, the installation is done, and here's the first startup. Let's listen to them. I think it sounds pretty good. I'm going to take it for a ride down the street, let you hear what it sounds like riding down the road. I'm going to shut this off to make sure you can hear me. I want to thank Tab for coming through with the mufflers. Remember that I only use products that I've actually tested, that I've reviewed, and that I like and believe that they're of very good value. I want to also thank Custom Dynamics. They're going to send me out some lights, both for the front and the rear. And Meffman Shades, I'd like to get one of your gauntlets, but they still haven't come through yet. Maybe you folks should give them a call, or they got an 800 number, or send an email to Memphis Shades and say you'd like to see a review of their gauntlet fairing on the 2020 Lowrider S, done by Motorman, because you know you could trust me. I'll show you how that goes on. I believe they make quality products. If they believe it too, they should send one over, and I'll show you exactly what it looks like, how it works out on the road, because I'll definitely do a riding video with it.